Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. This is really a very important video because this is really kind of very heavy. It's very rare to see people come out, especially a Jew coming out, Jewish man coming out to speak on this. And the fact that this video is still up is something that I really don't know how. Probably they have not seen it, but I am sure as soon as they see it, straight up they are going to take it down. And how he was talking about how they have treated black people so badly in a way that they still went to black community to plant some certain things, Pe0ple and the rest of it, just to make people that look like me to look bad, look horrible, and so that they can treat them less human and all that. And he was like, they are really very scared because they are kind of thinking that people that look like me are going to turn around someday and want to do the same thing they did to them and the rest of it. But why? There's something I want to correct. I think what we've been fighting for right from the onset since the slavery ended to this very moment is for the system that has really been oppressing my own people to be dismantled, because that system has really been there right from the onset to this very moment, and it's still working against my very own people. And what we are so much after is how to break that barrier. We do not care because we knew all this thing has happened. I am sure a lot of you all know, and feel free to let me know in the comment section because you all been screaming all this and the rest of it. So I love the fact that he actually came out to say the truth, because, like, you know, it's very rare to see people like them come out to say it. And the fact is that they need cultural changes. Let's get into this.
So I took a break from social media and posting videos and creating videos, and it happened to be right before the Palestinians from Gaza kidnapped and caused harm to certain innocent Israelis, which has spurned this horrible, reaction by the Israelis. And this is important to me. My sister lived in Israel while this was going on. She has since moved away. I visited Israel in 2005, and I actually got the chance to go and meet an army major who took me to the wall, or the fence, and showed me the technology that they were using to monitor every move of the Palestinians. Meanwhile, on this tour, I had learned about how Israel had, these Jews had suffered and they finally got to come home. And they were just talking about the wars that they've been in. This wasn't peace. Israelis haven't been peaceful to Palestinians. They forced them to live, be born in, grow up in an actual real-life prison-like situation. If you haven't been there, then shut up, please. Because Fox News and MSNBC and the rest of them aren't telling you the truth. If you haven't gone and seen for yourself and asked yourself, would I want to be treated in that manner, then be quiet. Because the Israelis weren't just responding to the violence of the Palestinians, but the Palestinians were responding to the violence of the Israelis. And it's horrible. If you haven't been there, don't know. It's horrible. Well, it's the same as how America was built, right? Although it's kind of different because America was built on much more violence and for a much longer time. And so, Jews, white from Europe. Americans, white from Europe. You hear about the stories of everywhere we've gone to conquer and control, we've tried to make darker skinned folks feel worse and subservient to us and oppressed by our desire to win the race. And so if we're going to be mad at the Palestinians for responding to such horrible living conditions, then we should damn sure be grateful as can be that the Africans, Aboriginal folks, whether it was in South Africa, the United States, South America, the islands, wherever we have gone and truly oppressed them, that they have never responded in that manner. So as white folks, we should be grateful for and looking to repair the harm of our culture so that we don't do this again to the people that have demonstrated the greatest amount of peace. But instead, what do? We make their lives miserable and try to create a level of hopelessness, add drugs and guns into their community, and then we paint the picture through media that they're violent. That's trickery at its finest. And that's what's happening in Palestine and Israel as we try to support the Israelis. We don't know how to support anybody other than give them more violent weapons to defend themselves. It's a sickness. Everything is about violence with us. And then we get upset and paint a picture of the Palestinians being violent or black folks being violent. We're violent. As a Jewish man, I am no different than a white Christian. We have white on white violence. It's called Russia, Ukraine. It's called all of the wars we learned about in our world history classes. We're violent. Our culture is violent. Not our skin tone makes us violent. Our cultural practices and justifying them make us violent. And yet we get to control the narrative, so we paint the picture that everybody else is. We should not only be fighting for Palestinians to have a level of freedom to live a life according to how they desire, but we should also be fighting for the same thing here in America, in the United States, that black folks should have the reparations that they deserve and repair. And we need to learn the humanity of being a part of the healing process, because we need some cultural changes. And we should be thanking those that have endured 400 years of our violence and manipulation, that they have never responded in that way. Shows a level of strength and a level of connection and an actual godlike manner, representing what all that they're fighting for in Israel. Control over the land that the biblical life was written about proves that the actual Hebrew Israelites were probably just black folks, right? Not us. We came there in the 40s to conquer the land. And this is the result of all of our conquering. So I'll be the first to say thank you to the black folks that have uplifted us and protected us throughout the years by demonstrating a level of peace and love that we can't even understand and see. That is what the Bible's stories are about. That is the example for which we all should be living.
This is all I got from this video, and I am emotional, but I am good. I don't know how to start, but I appreciate it when people come out and speak their truth, because there is nothing as beautiful as speaking the truth. I mean, truth will set you free. We have been, like I keep telling you all, that the media has really done so horrible things to black people, and not just only that, people were the ones that sponsored the media. The media did not just wake up to say some horrible things or do some horrible things to black people. And I am sure that like it's very certain that majority of them know who the real Jews are, right? And like he said, that they are really very scared that are the things that they have done to people that look like me, that they are very scared that these people are going to wake up and do the same thing to them. But sincerely speaking, I am not sure that black people are ready for all that. The only thing that I know so well that we are so much agitating for is to dismantle that system that has been oppressing us. And that system, we did not create it. You all created it, right? So the only thing that I can say that we are fighting so hard, because it looks like black people that look like me every day are fighting for themselves. I mean, like starting from immediately they wake up, as soon as you are born, and you are born with this with my skin tone and all that, you are fighting for yourself. You don't get to grow up as a black child. You grow up so fast and all that. So that system is something that we've been working so hard to dismantle. And the reality is that they already know all this. They know that they are, so like, I keep seeing some videos of a woman saying that they are, I mean, color people are being treated like the minority. And so when she said the minority, like they like said that people that look like me. Now I ask, so you already do know that there is how you people treat people like me. Then I remember that there was also a video of a woman. I don't know what she was doing with the cops, and they told her, I mean, they were telling her to do something, and she told him that I am palm colored, I am not black. And then when I see things like this, like I have this, like, so they really do know, I mean, when I didn't know what they talk about, because I see a lot of them, like, trying to say some certain things, but they really have a lot. They don't want to be black or anything, but they have a whole lot to talk about black people and all that. Then sometimes I am like, what do these people really talk about when they sit together, like, probably with their family, because you already know how some of them are ready to desist and all that. What did they talk about? And then I found out that, like, they don't go they're already very obsessed with black people. They do not go a day without not talking about black people and some certain things, right? So the reality is that they really do know that they have done my own people dirty. And they are really super scared that they do not want all that to be returned to them. But man, we just need better system. We just want life to be better for us. We want the system to be dismantled so we can be free and free, like, like we are supposed to. And then he made mention of how they used to put in Pe0ple and all that in black community, drugs and all that, just because they do not want to see us as human. They just want, like, they want that name to be like, how they want black people's name to be soiled all the time and all that. Because if you are not a bad person, why would you go and take something and put in a particular place? Because you want people to see those people as black people. You do not want people to be treated, you do not want to treat them like humans, because most times I feel like they absolutely think that we are not humans. Like, we do not feel what they feel. That's why most times when black women go to hospital, or black people in general, when they go to hospital and they tell them that we cannot give you because you do not experience that, the level of, all those stories and all that. Then I ask myself, how did you guys read about this? How did you know all of this, that we do not feel pain as you do? It's really a very crazy mindset, but all this really, it's something that has been in their heart and their soul, and something they have also grown to, like, also raise some of their kids with and all that, and it is going round and the rest of it. See, I know deconstructing and all that is a whole lot of work, and some of them are not ready to do it. That's why most times you see them telling you that I do not have any privilege, right? And then when you tell them, can you, that your color just for a minute, that your skin tone already is just a privilege on its own, right? But they will deny that. But if anything happens to them, they are going to ask you, hope you know that I am not black. And then they wake up also to tell us, why is it that there is no White History Month and other? Why is it? See, these people are unbelievable, but I don't want to say they are unbelievable, because I have seen a whole lot since I started talking about African American history. So saying that they are unbelievable is like saying that you do not know them, or you do not understand how they operate and all that. I have been able to understand how they operate and how they work, and that it's something. Sometimes I am trying to wrap my head around it, how they wake up or how they sit back and think like this towards people that look like me. And the truth is that I am not sure if this is ever going to change anytime soon, but it is something that has come to stay. But it is left for us to know how woke we want to be, because like I keep saying, woke forever, and that ain't ever changing. I am still very surprised that this man's post is still up. I am very surprised that his post is up. And trust me, probably if I check back again, maybe by tomorrow, because you don't see people coming out to speak the truth at all. You all already know that The media told us that Israel were the amazing people, not until we saw with our own eyes. And now we have no better. And it is left for us as humans to deconstruct, to unlearn and relearn. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.